Okay, the next thing I want to cover is basically a bracing or jamming. It's a high wing block, but we're going to be using the elbow as a support structure, but also as an attacking weapon, because the elbow is available as we go into this. If he's throwing a hook, generally I'm starting from an interview position. If we're dealing with something, I'm starting from here. I want to be, if we're having some kind of a discussion or I'm not comfortable with this guy, I don't know him, I'm always going to have my hands up in a position where I can use them. So we're always starting from an interview position here. When he comes in, he starts to throw a hook. What I'm doing is that hook is coming in. I want to stop this. I need to brace it. I'm bracing from my back leg, so I'm stepping this way, so that my force, when he makes contact, if he's pushing through this arm, he's pushing me directly to this leg. Now I'm using the hand up here so I can demonstrate. Now, if all I do is I keep the same position, hang on just a second, if I switch my foot positions, now he's pushing me to an empty space back here. There's no support structure there. So in order to be able to stop, especially some guys throwing a strong hook, when he comes in, I'm bracing so that this leg is my back leg. Okay? Now we're going to be using the high wing. The hand's going to come up to the top of the head. It creates a triangular structure here. My other hand is going to slide downwards in contact with the elbow. This gives me support structure here. If I'm further back in here and he makes contact with the tip of the elbow, he's going to push this past me here and can possibly turn me or at least blind me, because I'll have this in the way. I want this out in front here so it's making contact at the tip of the elbow, because that creates a very strong structure here. It's supported from here, and from here. So it creates a very strong structure. The next thing I want to do is, if he's at 12 o'clock, I want to turn and face 11 o'clock as he's coming in. That's the direction I'm turning with this elbow. I'm turning this way to give me more structure, because again, when he pushes, he's pushing directly through my body into this leg. Okay? The next thing is this elbow. As he's stepping in, I'm hitting with this as I come into this. I'm stopping his body as he comes in. So if he comes in pretty fast, this is making contact. This is here, so that if it makes contact, it's controlled. This is in control here. I've got my structure to stop it as it comes in. The elbow here is hitting from my shoulder. Okay? To get an idea of that, if Lloyd holds directly against the body, what I'm doing with this is I'm stepping in, and this is hitting from the shoulder forward in here. You don't need a whole lot of swing to this. As you step in, it just hits directly in. You can see the structure of this hitting through. It's the tip of the elbow that should be making contact. If he's a tall guy, I'll be making contact with his chest. If he's a shorter guy, I might be making contact with his face or his jaw. I'm hitting whatever happens to be in front of me. Okay? But I'm coming from this position. As he launches that punch, I'm stepping and controlling. As soon as I've made this contact, this is going to strike. So I'm hitting the body to stop this forward momentum, but from there it goes into a combination of my striking. I want to create my opportunity. Okay? Let's go ahead and give that a shot.